Hello, everyone. I'll wait a little bit for people to join. And
You just went.
Just went live?
Yep, so there's a bit of a delay.
So today we are coloring Happy New Year's Meadow. She got a disco ball. I love the disco balls. I am going to show...
Mariah says, hello, ladies. Hello, Mariah.
So I am going to show you guys the new release really fast. Let me get some paper so you guys can see instead of that little square. Okay, so obviously this is Happy New Year Meadow that we are going to be coloring. She has pretty dress on a disco ball and some fancy glasses. And
champagne flutes.
Ooh, champagne flutes. Mama's getting all fancy over here.
That's what they're called. Jeff says afternoon to two of my favorite ladies. Hey, Jeff.
Hello. The sentiments are happy, and then New Year, and then all the numbers, and then celebrate the ball drop. So next we have Nutcracker Guardians. So yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot what they were called for a second.
You have to forgive Meadow. She just got off work, so her brain is trying to adjust.
So you got 3 cute little nutcrackers, and the sentiments are have a cracking good Christmas, the time of magic and dreams, and then the nutcracker sits under the holiday tree, a guardian of children's stories. Feed him walnuts, and he will crack open a tail. I like that one.
Danny says, hello, hello. Not
Hello.
sure how long I can stay as my internet is being weird, but wanted to say hi.
It's being weird everywhere.
Yeah, ours has been weird too, Danny. So sorry you're having to deal with that, and thank you for saying hey.
Hello.
It's nice to see you. I hope your lunch with your daughter today was good. And then Jeff says, whoops, I hate it when I miss words in my sentences. I always notice afterwards before I catch it, LOL. Oh, I just blame that on autocorrect. Don't worry. Uh-oh, now you know my secret.
So now we have Heaven's Choir. You got 2 cute little angels, and the sentiments are Hark the Herald Angel Sings, Noel, O Silent Night, O Holy Night, and Glory to the Newborn King. And then for the final stamp set, we have Here Comes Santa, and you have him in the cute little sleigh with some gifts and Christmas tree. And then my favorite one, him going down the chimney and his little feet are hanging out.
Danny says it was so nice to see her. Thanks. I'm glad. That's always a good moment. Especially as our kids get older.
I wish I was home more with Mama. We could play Stardew. Okay, so the
Esmeralda says, hello, ladies. Hello, Izzy.
So the sentiments on this one are the December 25th. Santa's on his way. Season's greetings, merry and bright. And then you have ho, 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 just merry and just Christmas. And then this fancy one up here is Merry Christmas altogether. And then I like, this one's my favorite, the little checklist that says nice, naughty, in the middle.
Definitely in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and the paper. So all of our paper comes with these clear sleeves. So you can just put your scraps in there and just put these in there so they don't, so they don't fall apart and stuff. So this one is Whispers of Winter. It's more, I don't know, cozy wintry Christmas rather than regular super bright red and green and stuff. So let's see, my favorite one, the little elves. There's some cute little houses. I think it would be fun to get a bunch of little houses and do one of those little villages. I don't know where we would put it, but I think that would be fun.
You might want to get one of your lights, kiddo. It's
kind of dark.
It's kind of dark. I mean, it's bright, but it's kind of dark. It's dark. You need to light up your life.
That good? Oh yeah, that's good.
Yep, that's better. Much better.
But you have all those little scenes and stuff, and then you also have coordinating solid colors. So you have some green. You have a light blue. It looks white on the thing a little bit, but it's blue. And then some red. And then you got those pretty snowflakes. And some sparkles. Little birds. Okay. So for the next one, this one is your traditional colors. Very cute. Very bright. This one is Season of Giving. So you have some stripes and polka dots, greens and reds, some blue. And then I like these pages with the ho 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 all over them. I think those are cute.
Jay's favorite pages are the tags.
Yep, there are some cutout tags in these ones. So there's a few pages of these. So there's...
We need to make a card using those tags. I think that would be fun, and that was, besides just having a tag, it was...
Yeah, it could be a card, too.
Yeah, my idea when I made those was to actually make a layered tag out of the tag.
Yeah, I think that would be...
To make it a little more fancy, or just a quick tag on the go.
Okay, so now I'm gonna get to oh wait, I forgot the stencil. Yeah. Grab them. Okay. So they are a little dirty because we were using them. Where's
Danny says I may like tags a little. Hee hee.
Do you have the oh my gosh, what's it called?
Oh, I grabbed it because I didn't realize you were going to be doing that.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. So this one is Christmas lights. It's just strings of light, which I really want to use that one and color it with Copics. So.
Maybe your next day off.
Yeah.
Or maybe for the 12 days of Christmas.
Ooh, yes.
You could do a tutorial on that. Do a coloring tutorial.
Yeah.
12 Days of Christmas starts November 29th.
Okay. So 12 Days of Christmas, obviously for 12 days, every day we will have a tutorial or a coloring video, and it's all going to be Christmassy steps. So.
But we're doing it a little bit early. That way, if you guys like any of the ideas, you can actually... You'll have time to craft it too. That way it's just, that way it's not just, oh, hey, look, that'll be a great idea for next year.
And then you forget about it.
Yeah, because I love 12 Days of Christmas when craft companies do that. And I love all the ideas, but I'm not getting to them soon enough, and it's too late for me to actually do anything about it.
Yeah.
So,
and then we have the Timeless stencil. It's this fancy little clock, and then on the side you have the hands, so then when you why can't I think of that word? When you brush, what am I trying to say?
Blend?
When you blend the
ink
with the stencil, with the
It was a hard day at work, wasn't it, girl?
No, I just can't think.
You've been up to, you were up to it. What time did you get up this morning? 6?
Yeah, like 5:55, 6 o'clock. But once you have the clock down, you can put the hands wherever you want. So, And then for the last stencil, we have poinsettias. Yeah, poinsettias, and then fancy little flowers. I want to color those ones too and do the dry embossing.
So maybe you just need to do like a stencil kind of tutorial.
So, time for my brain to stop struggling and get to stamping.
That sounds like a good plan.
So I'm going to do this in no line, and I always use Memento Desert Sand for that one, or for no line. But if you don't have desert sand, or Mom is over there laughing.
You're seriously struggling, girl, and I'm kind of sad for you.
But if you don't have a lightly colored ink, you can use the Memento Tuxedo Black and stamp it on your image and just stamp it off to the side until when you stamp it, it's very light. If that made any sense at all.
She's struggling, guys. She's struggling.
I think I'm gonna do her little, her champagne fruits too. See how I can, if I can make them look good. I really like trying to do, like with cups and stuff, trying to do make it look clear.
Yeah. That's a talent. There's some ladies that have that talent really, really well. Sometimes I do okay and other times I struggle. I think it really depends. Yeah. Depends on my brain power.
Oh, I might be able to do this. So I'm going to start, obviously I'm going to do her eyes first because I always do their eyes when I'm doing no line. But what color should I make her hair? Where? There it is.
Well, weren't you talking about making her dress like a dark pink burgundy color?
Yeah, what do you guys think of this color? I was putting blends in my Blendables book the other day, and I was taking them from my old one, and I forgot I even found this blend. So it's RV69, RV09, RV25, and RV23.
So RV69, 09, 25, and 23.
Yes.
And that looks awesome, especially if you put like little sparkles on it.
Yeah, I think I might do that for her dress, but this needs to be. Is it okay if you redo the?
That one is mine. Where's yours?
I don't have this one.
What? Killing my markers.
I think it's from when I did all those jellyfishes.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, wow. You still got an old one.
Yep.
It's pink. Of course Mama never needed to refill it.
Nope. If you want me to refill that one, can you hand me the R81 and the R32, please?
You said R32?
R30 as well.
Oh. R81?
R81. I already have the marker. I need the refill, please.
Oh.
Yes. Starting to wonder about you, girl. Or actually, you know what? We haven't done ink refills on here too much. Why don't you just refill your marker and change the nib right here for everybody?
Okay.
Who wants to see Meadow refill her markers?
Here. Here's these ones.
Thank you.
Okay, let me zoom out. And is it really dirty? Yeah, so you guys can see.
Yeah, see, Izzy wants you to see how you refill yours. Because there's so many different ways to refill a marker, and everybody does it differently.
You should tell them about Daddy getting.
Oh dear Lord, you tell them about that.
So, for our very first in-person retreat, I don't remember what we needed it for, but
Michelle needed it for some technique she was gonna do.
Oh yeah, and wasn't it that we needed 90?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was higher. We needed a higher percentage than 70% of alcohol, and so.
But in his defense, he was extremely tired.
Yes.
Because not only was he running, my husband was running around for the retreat, getting lunch and stuff like that, but he was also, his mother was in town, and so she had him running all over the place. So he was, in his defense, he was tired.
His brain was not working like mine. But anyways, we needed like 90-something% for the alcohol. So he ran to the store to get some. They didn't have any. They only had 70%. So he got a multiple of these little things and thought that would make the percentage higher.
If you just added them together, you just put the bottles together.
That was so funny.
So Izzy wants to know, how can you tell if your nib is no good any longer? There's several different ways to tell. Sometimes your nib will, the end. So this is going to be personal preference. This right here.
Sorry.
Quit, girl. I had that perfect.
I'm trying
and
to
you just keep messing.
Because it's really gross, so I want them to see what a nasty nib looks like.
Probably aren't going to be able to see it.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, just stop. Just stop. I had the whole thing set up. Just stop.
I'm sorry.
You're being like the person who broke this now.
No.
Stop messing. Just stop. So, one way to tell is if your nib is bent at the end. I like a very pointy nib, but again, that's personal preference. If you squished your nib down, or if it is dried out, like this one here. What in the world happened there, Meadow?
This was an extra one you had, and you're like, oh yeah, you can use that one. It was right when I got mine. And I opened it and it was all white. And I tried to pull it out with my hand, but it didn't want to come out.
Yeah, so, you're going to need the Copic tweezers for that. That's Why are you putting it back in there? Why don't you just take it out so that you can refill it? Crazy girl. Crazy, crazy girl. Another will start to look like they have chin hair.
Yeah.
They get goopy. Goopy ones you can sometimes save though. So when they're really goopy, if you put it in a bag full of the colorless blender solution and just kind of gently squish it around, it'll take that excess ink out of the nib, and then you can reuse the nib. Also, if you don't have the money to replace your nibs, that's also a good way to make them to last longer. And you know what? I actually have, now that I think of it, I have a whole video on this on our website. So I will go ahead and throw that link in there for you too. So I'll shut up so Meadow can go ahead and she can show you how she refills her nibs when she actually does instead of leaving them white.
That was on you because it was already like that.
No.
So neither me or Mama ever replace the chisel. We never use it. Some of them look really weird. We just set it to the side.
I think I've replaced it twice, maybe twice. That's another way to tell. So one of the reasons that the reasons I have taught Meadow to change the nibs is you can tell with Meadow holding that, you can see the difference between the color of the nib and the color that was inside the marker. And that's one reason that I like to actually change my nib, because you get a truer color than what is there. There's a lot of people that say, oh, don't change your nib, don't change your nib. I was taught differently, and I change my nib out almost every time I refill, just because, Meadow, you need to push that in a little bit more. I don't think it's all the way in.
Yeah, I did the little quickie.
Oh, did it? Okay. But because I like a very pointed tip, and I like to get that true color. Let's see. General care.
Yeah, like this one, the RV23, it's a lot darker than it normally is. And it's like, when you're using it, it's kind of streaky. So all I did was, you can get a little bowl and fill it with the alcohol and put your caps in there, and then those will be all nice and clean.
I actually have a paintbrush thing. Why don't you get the little paintbrush thing, so that they can see what we use to soak our caps in.
There's actually some in here, so I don't have to. So Mama has this, I don't want to tip it because there's stuff in it, but Mama has this fancy.
It's for, I got it at an art store. It's just for paintbrushes.
Yeah, but it looks so cute and fancy. But in this little bucket, you can put the alcohol, and it kind of looks like water.
Well, that's just because you've used it a couple times, so you've probably put a red or a yellow in there.
Yeah. So, but you can just plop them in there and leave them in there for. Normally, I just leave them in there as long as until I'm done cleaning these. And just dip that in there.
What'd you do?
No, there was just some bunch of red floating around.
You're welcome.
I just take a Q-tip and just rub them down.
And by doing that, why did I teach you to do that, Meadow? To rub it down on the side and keep the sides clean. Do you remember?
Was it so when you put the cap on, it clicks and then you know that it's closed all the way?
Yeah, because if you have ink inside your cap or on the barrel of your pen right where Meadow is cleaning, it will keep your marker from having a good seal between the cap and the marker. And that's how a lot of times your markers will dry out, because you don't have a good seal on the marker itself. So if your caps aren't making that click noise, then you've got it on the wrong side, because yes, weirdly enough, the caps are different sizes on the inside. Or two, you have your ink is too built up. And I mean, you could always use that ink doing tip to tip, and that'll keep, if you're doing it consistently, it'll actually keep your marker clean. But if you're not doing it enough, I would suggest cleaning it so that your markers don't dry out. So Danny says, I need to clean and refill my markers. It takes me quite a long time, so I put it off, which makes it take longer. A vicious cycle. Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the reasons I've taught Meadow to do, whenever we refill a marker, you just go ahead and clean it right then and there.
Yeah, a lot of mine need to be cleaned and refilled and changed and stuff. Also,
which means you get to buy the Copic marker refills this time.
I really hate that they moved away from these. The fat ones.
Because I like those ones better.
And they're softer. They don't hurt your hand.
Yeah, they hurt my hand really bad whenever I have to
Or you have to squeeze it so hard your hand will shake and the ink goes off the side.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, but you don't have to squeeze it. Yeah, if you want to sit there for 10 million years.
But also, when you're changing these, always make sure you got the right refill. This is not Y13. This is Y19 right now. So, always make sure you got the right. Even if you think you do, just check to make sure.
Don't do what we call here at my house, pull a Meadow.
Yeah, I've done that a few times.
Danny says, yes, the new ones hurt my hands as well. They hurt. Yeah, I wish they wouldn't have changed it. I know why they changed it, but I wish they wouldn't have used such a thick plastic. I wish they would have still made them to where they were soft still.
And I think you put 50 in, right? 50 drops.
Yeah, I usually count to 50, and I also watch the nib for when the ink starts to come out.
I always lose track of where I'm counting, so I always just watch the nib until it.
Because I don't. So some people I know weigh theirs to make sure it's full, and that is an awesome thing to do. I don't know the weights. I'm sorry. They might be on that page that I sent you guys, the link that's up there. But the reason I don't weigh mine and I only use the 50 drops or I watch the ink fill up on the nib is because I don't like super juicy markers. Super juicy markers are fantastic, but I like my lines and my flicks to be really thin. You guys have seen me do my hair, on the little images and stuff, the hair. I like the thin flicks. And one way that I am able to do that is because my markers are not super juicy. So that way it just helps control the flow of the marker a little bit more.
I'm going to get some napkins.
But again, that's one thing that is complete personal preference. I always tell everybody to just go ahead and try it out and see what you like. So, Meadow, Danny says, hello. What was that?
Sorry.
She's destroying the office. Mac and cheese, Meadow. Danny says, LOL. Oh, yes, I have refilled several markers with the wrong refills. You are not alone, Meadow. Huh?
Yay.
Yeah, I've even done it a couple of times. So that's one thing. Like, if my son comes in the room, I have to completely stop what I'm doing. Or, yeah, no. And it's not his fault. It's not that he's just really distracting or rude or anything. It's just like a typical teenage boy. He speaks really loud. And he speaks so loud that I can't hear myself think. So then I lose track of everything that I'm doing. So it's not a him problem. It's a me problem completely.
But then for the caps, all I do is I get a napkin, take them out, put them on the napkin, and then rub them down. And then on the inside, I just take a Q-tip and then get all the gunk out. And then they're all nice and sparkling clean. And then they are good to go. You gotta listen.
See, you can hear that click.
I love the click.
Love me a click.
Okay, now to put all this stuff aside. Do you want the grabby?
The tweezers?
Yeah.
You're just all out of words today, aren't you, kiddo?
Yep. No think, only do.
Let's see. Danny says, I use alcohol swap pads sometimes. Yeah, I've used those too. Even when we do our retreats, we put a couple of swap alcohol pads. Not only just for the markers, but for your finger.
Yeah, I got some ink on me.
If you're not inked, you weren't having fun.
Nope. Okay, so now I'm gonna get. Oh, I need to clean all my things. But I'm gonna use W9, and like I said, I always do their eyes first.
You even have that one. Even look at this side of your cap. On my side, the cap.
Oh, yeah, even on the outside they get dirty. Because you'd be trying to get it in there and you just can't get it in there. So I'm going to take W9, and where it would have stamped black with a black ink pad, I'm just going to get right there. So like her pupil. And if your markers are really juicy too, you can take both caps off and then it'll breathe a little better.
Yeah. And it causes less pukes.
Yeah. So I'm going to get her pupil. I mostly just get the top part of where it would have stamped black. And I try to be very, very careful so the lines aren't super thick or my hand shakes or something. And like, so her eyelashes are supposed to be pointy, so hopefully they'll be pointy. And now for the other one. Huh? Ink pad?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
And also, I say this every single time, so you guys are probably sick of it, but you can also look at the stamp set to see where you need to go if you can't see.
It's a good reminder, though.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of messed up the black a little bit right there, but that's okay. It looks fine. Okay, so what color should I make her eyes? I'm kind of thinking what would go well with the pink. I'll just give her blue eyes.
I was going to say purple or something.
Ooh, yeah, purple. Do all kinds of different colors today. So, my favorite blend for purple is VO5. It's like a pinky kind of purple. So I'm going to get right underneath that W9.
VO5. What are the others?
A VO1 and RB10. So, and then I'm going to bring it out a little with VO1. And then I'm going to fill it in with RB10. 4v10. There we go. And then it's like a pinky purple color.
Do you have my R20 in there?
R20?
It's not in your bag because I thought you used it. Oh, look right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Blaming me for stuff.
You did. You used it for your roses.
Yeah. So, but I'm going back with the VO5 and just giving it a little contrast and then going over those little details a little bit. There we go. And then for the little shadow on the white part of her eye, I use W3 and just make a little line. And then W0 and bring it out a little bit. And then I know she's not completely done yet, but I'm going to add some sparkles in her eyes just so she doesn't look freaky. And then I can cover up the parts that I don't like, that I kind of messed up. There we go. Esmeralda says, what white ink do you use for your highlight? Sparkle.
It's the imported Singlo Uniball. There's a link down in the well, I don't know. Hang on.
I think it's always down there.
Did you put it in there?
Yeah, because I just used the thing. But the good ones are the ones with the...
You didn't put your description again, kiddo. What
I
the
thought
heck?
it had a description when I put the thing in.
You didn't put the top part in, silly girl.
Oh.
But yeah, the pen, the ink is down there. It says the white gel pen, Japan imported. And it has a link for you to Amazon, Izzy. Have your black pen.
Yeah, which one?
Just a small one.
Yeah, those ones are really nice. They do get gunked up sometimes, but...
Not as bad as others.
Yeah, those ones, you can actually just wipe it on your finger and it'll come off and then work just fine. You don't have to, like, use it, wipe it off for 10 minutes and it still doesn't work. Oh my gosh, that's cute. Gimme, I show. So Mama is adding some blends in her book, and she's using the little spot from the Blendable Buddies. And she gave it a little face. That's so cute.
That would make like a really good egg.
Yeah.
If you did like the
a
middle
little circle.
Like a circle of yellow.
Yeah.
And then did, white around the edge. That'd make a perfect egg.
That'd be so cute. So, I'm going to do her skin like that. And then, you've got the skin colors over there. I just need E11. And E000.
Where are your skin colors?
I don't have any. I have the E21, E00, and then the cheeks. And obviously my
You know what I see in your paychecks in your future next paycheck?
Marker.
Mm-hmm. So you said E21. What do you need?
E11 and E00. Or 000, sorry.
And that's one that you have to refill. You have that one, silly girl.
But that's the weird one.
Here.
Thank you.
Making you work for it. Izzy, did you what was I gonna say? I saw something about positive tape and exceptional agate. That is cute. That is cute. Did you foil your cover of your book? That's what I was gonna ask. And did you guys see the positive tape post today?
Oh yeah. I love that. I love that so much. It's so cute. Right now I'm just getting under her hair with the E13 and around her hair on the sides. I don't really go down on her cheeks too much because, I don't know, I guess it's more of a contrasty color. When I do no line, I like to use E13 because I have a hard time doing really light skin with no line because with the hair, it just kind of, I don't know, it blends in and doesn't really stand out and you can't really tell. So I have a hard time with it. And then I'm going to get on her neck underneath her chin and then on the back of her neck. And then I'm just going to go down the strap of her dress just a little bit. And I'll do that on both sides. Here we go. So, and then on her arm, I'm going to get around the strap. And then a little bit on her shoulder. And we'll put a little bit on her hand, on the bottom.
So you use 13, 11, 21.
00, 000, R20, and R30. So, and then on the other arm, I'm going to get all around her dress. And then on the bottom of her arm. And then where her arm is bending, she has like a little line right there. So I'm going to put some, just a little bit right there. Another way you can tell your marker is getting, like you need to change it, is that the ink will look shiny and greasy a little bit. So that's kind of what's happening to E13 right now.
Yeah, because it's getting overloaded with ink.
Yeah, so I gotta change that. And then I'm gonna add a little bit on her fingers. Hopefully they don't look weird. I need to get better at fingers too. Yeah, this is getting really bad. I'm getting underneath her fingers on her hand. And then on the line of her fingers, I'm just adding a little bit. And then I'll add where her wrist is bending. Oh, and she has an ear right here, so you don't want to forget that. I'm just going to get around her hair and then get that line. And then her legs, I'm just going to get around her dress.
I'm loving them eyes. Just so you know.
What?
Your eyes.
Oh, thank
that
you.
You did with the purple. I really like that combo.
I love doing the purple eyes. It's fun. It's different. So, and then her leg that's kind of behind this one, I'm going to add a line all around that too. And just a little bit on her foot. Not much though. So now I'm going to go in with the E11, and I'm just going to bring all that out a little bit. Now you don't have to do all your shadows with just the one darkest color. Because like with E11 for her nose, I didn't get E13 with that. But I'm going to get it with E11. So you can add new shadows with other colors too. So again, just bringing all that out a little bit. And then like right here, I'm going over her eyebrow, but you can always go back to that even if you cover something up with markers. You can always go back. So, and now I'm with the E11, I'm going to bring it down on her cheeks. And I'm going to do that on both sides. There we go. And don't forget her ear. Her ear isn't here. I'm surprised I even remembered that. Danny says, have a nice night. Looking good, Meadow. Thank you. Gotta get a few things done around here before it's 6 p.m. That feels like midnight after that time change.
Oh, yeah. I'm still not adjusting very well, so I'm right where there with you. I hope you have a good sleep, yes. Danny. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
It's always nice to see you.
And then Esmeralda says, not yet, waiting on deco foil sleeve. Ordered it, should be here on Tuesday.
Woohoo! Can't wait to see.
Getting goodies in the mail. It's always fun when fun things arrive.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're my husband, because we get good things all the time, and he's like,
you don't get nothing.
There's nothing for me.
What about me? Yeah, this one's all rose too. Why are you making all the markers rose?
Excuse me? Izzy said I only had a 6x6 sleeve, and that needed the 6x8 protector sleeve to foil the cover of my Blendables notebook. I didn't even know they came in small. We just got the mink laminator, and so we didn't even know they came in new sizes until you just said something. So thank you for that, because ours is ginormous.
It's humongous. Mama likes them big and Mama likes them chunky.
Moto.
So with the E11 on her shoes, or not on her shoes, but on her foot, I'm getting around the straps and around, I don't know, the base part of her shoe. The shoe part of her shoe.
The shoe part.
Oh my gosh.
That was funny. You might want to tell them what we were laughing at.
If you guys couldn't hear that, we have the window open. And I think they're playing soccer or something, but there's a kid outside just yelled. That was funny.
And it wasn't even like he was saying anything. It was just like, ah. It was kind of funny.
Sounded like a very angry,
Yeah, it sounded very angry, like very frustrated. Like somebody's gonna be in trouble.
Yeah. Okay, I'm all done with that color now. So, oh wait, it's in my bag still. I'm like, where's E21? Here it is. So, and then again, just bringing it all out a little bit. And then I also learned this from Mama, with their eyes, because right here is supposed to be like a white part. So with the E21, just gonna take it and go around their eyes.
Well, I only do that because I always end up going in the wrong.
Yeah.
Like I'm not paying attention. I'm talking or whatever, and my mind just is kind of relaxed. So
Yeah, it helps you stay in, like, not go in their eyes, and it kind of makes it look nice. I don't know.
gives their eyes more depth.
Yeah, they pop a little bit. It's not just like super flat. I always thought your eyes and stuff looked so nice, and then you were teaching the one of your classes at retreat, and I saw you do that. I'm like, oh, so that's how Mama makes it look so good. Now on her face with the E21, I am gonna bring it pretty, make a line basically on the bottom of her face. Not all the way, but quite a bit. And then also gonna bring it out on her nose a little bit.
Izzy says yes, thank you. Izzy said yes, thank you. I don't know what it was for.
Oh, we are delayed a little bit.
Yeah. And I don't know what you were saying, so
I don't remember. On like her arms and her legs though, where there's a bigger area, with the E21 I am going to bring it out quite a bit. And then get it on her hand. I think her fingers turned out okay. Yeah, she's not done yet, so they might look better. And then the smaller areas, if you fill those in, that's fine. Like her foot between her strap and her shoe, I just filled that in because it's tiny. There we go. And then before I move on to any other colors, I'm going to do her cheeks really fast. Esmeralda says, how is the weather? Weird.
very weird.
It was really foggy this morning and cold, and then it was sunny and warm, and now it's cloudy and cold again. I don't know.
Unless you're suffering from hot flashes, then it's perfect.
So I'm going to take R21, and under her eyes, I'm just going to make a half circle, and I'm just giving her little cheeks. I don't know why, but for like a really long time, I didn't give them any pink cheeks. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. And then yeah, no, I don't know why. What was wrong with
I
me?
think the reason you did that is because I remember you saying that you didn't like how everybody would just put the dots. Like they had zits on their
Oh,
face.
yeah, and use a really like dark red, like
Yeah.
R22 or something.
Yeah. Plus, you were just learning then too, figuring out your style and what you
Yeah,
liked.
that was like
So,
a year and a half, 2 years ago almost. So
thought you were younger than that.
no, because it was like right when we started doing business.
Mm.
Like right when we started making our own images and stuff.
Well, maybe that's just what you needed. You needed to do your own images.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna take E00 and just bring it all out a little bit.
How's the weather down there? Because you're still in Florida, right, Izzy?
I mean, besides the hurricanes, I think Florida weather would be perfect. Get to be warm all year. The only reason I would like winter is because of snow, but if it doesn't snow, it can go away. If it's not gonna do its job, it don't need to be here. And it's mostly just on her face that I'm not completely filling it in with the E00. But like on her chest, I'm gonna fill it in. And then on her arm and her hand, just gonna fill it in right there. On this arm though, I am gonna leave some space for the E00. Oh, she said about my goodies coming.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, we're definitely delayed.
Yeah.
Can you hand me the YG 23 and 25, please?
Did you want YG21 or just these two?
We're 21, yeah.
Yep. Ooh, that's looking pretty.
Thank you, ma'am.
So now with the E00, I'm going to completely fill in her skin. Also, with the no line, I try when I'm doing her skin, I try not to touch her eyes at all, because then it will drag. Not all the time, but it'll drag like the black or the purple, and it'll leave streakies in it. No, it don't look good.
It's not good. Look. I don't know what to tell you.
So, oh, I forgot her mouth. So what I like to do, where is it? Oh, can I have the 01, please? The black marker. What did you throw that back at me?
I don't have a 01.
The art liner. Sorry.
I'm like, what?
Thank you.
There you go. So this is what happens when we're both coloring.
Yeah. So I like to use an art liner, or you can use a multi-liner. This one is a 01011, whatever. And I'll just, like, for her mouth, there are little tiny details. Like on Tate, I use it for his eyes and his mouth. But on her, I'm going to use it. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Yep, I messed it up. So she has no top teeth right now. She needs dentures, and we'll get her some dentures. So I'm just gonna take a white gel pen, and where her teeth were supposed to be, I'm just gonna carefully.
Oh my gosh.
I hope this looks okay.
Those aren't dentures. Those are what do you call those? Implants.
Does that look alright?
Yeah, looks fine.
So they're her implants.
She's got shiny new teeth.
Oh, that just made me think of the guy from the Trivago commercials. Let's see, and then for her tongue, I like to use RO5 and RO2. Mama, you use E93, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can use that one. I tried to use that one, but it blended in with her skin and looked weird. So, yeah.
I could see that happening.
So I just use RO5, get one side of her tongue, and then fill it in with RO2. There we go. So should I do her hair or her dress next? What do you guys think? Oh, Esmeralda says, yes, in Florida was humid today, 78, but is supposed to get cooler for a couple days. I wish it was that warm. So, I think since I have the colors right here, since I have the colors right here, I'm going to do her dress.
Can I have the skin colors back?
You want 13 or no?
Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah, here you go. Okay, so for her dress, I'm going to start with RV69. And where do we start? I'm going to start on her straps. And I'm just going to get the very top. And then I'm going to get around the armholes. I guess the armhole, I guess there's only one. And then on her back a little bit. There we go. And then I'll also get around, I don't know, the neck hole.
The collar?
Yeah. Mama knows what's up. And then her arm is like on her dress, so I'm going to get around her arm. So, I'm gonna get around this front ruffle. And then just go down the side. And make a swoopy.
Is that a technical term?
Yes.
Swoopy?
Swoopy. And then there's like this part of her dress that's going behind her. So I'm going to just make a line around her torso. Just like that. And then I'm going to get the wrinkle lines, or swoopy lines, whatever you want to call them, on her dress. And I guess, I don't know what you would call that. I'm getting the part where it would, like, so you have the fold. I'm kind of shadowing it. I don't know how to explain that. The valley of
There
the
you
wrinkle.
Go. I knew you'd get it in a minute.
But then towards the bottom, I'm going to bring it out a little bit. And then we have where it's swooping up and you can see a little underneath. So I'm going to get that, getting right underneath the fold. And I'm kind of making that line thick.
You're really thinking about that one, aren't you, kiddo?
Yep.
I like my ruffles. What can I say?
Ruffles are pretty. On this front ruffle right here, there's this part where it droops down. I'm just going to get a little bit on that droopy part. Just like that. So, and then for this side, get around that ruffle. And then there's these wrinkle lines right here. And I'm just going to kind of outline. And then you have, on her dress, it's kind of like you have this top ruffle and then this bottom ruffle. So on the bottom of the top ruffle, I'm just going to make a line so it stands out from the bottom one. Just getting underneath that top ruffle. There we go. So, and just like the top part of her dress, I'm just going to get in the valleys of the wrinkles. And then get underneath. And then just like this top droopy right here, I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. Just like that. And then again, there's some wrinkles right here that I'm just going to outline. And I think we're done with our first color. So now I'm going to move on to RV09. And I'm just going to bring all that out a little bit. It might not blend completely the first time, so you probably have to go back. Just keep going over it.
Let it dry. I would let it dry in between though. Have you ever done that? Or
No,
do you just go for it?
I just go for it. That's probably why my stuff looks kind of over blended though. You know, normally I don't like this shade of pink. But I don't, maybe it's that you don't really hate a certain color. It depends on what it's used for.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Because I'm not really much, I don't like yellow very much.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's like for a sun, or if it's for like a VW bug, or, something,
A
daffodil, car. Something like that, then I like yellow. But other than that, I don't like it on my walls. I can't deal with it on my walls.
Yeah, so I think it just depends on what you're using the color for.
Yeah. Because I think it'll look outstanding on that dress.
Yeah, because I'm liking it on this dress. Kind of like my Mabel sweater too. That was like a magenta-y color.
Mm-hmm.
Or like a hot pink. And unless it was my Mabel sweater, I would not wear that color.
Yeah.
I like very soft, warm pinks. So again, all I'm doing is just using the RV09 and just bringing it all out a little bit. I definitely like this color for like witchy stuff. Because I remember, I think it was last year, we released the Kitty Ween and the little kitty on the broom with the cape and the hat. I used this color.
Did ya?
Yeah, and it looked very witchy. Very cute.
Very witchy poo.
So you were saying that I should add, unless I'm insane and you didn't say it, but I should add the little white sparkles on her dress?
Yeah, I think it would look cute. It would look like rhinestones on her little dress.
Get one of them sequin dresses. Rhinestones are more bougie though.
Gotta have that crafty bouginess.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so RV09 is done, and now I'm moving on to RV25. I'm just going to bring all that out a little bit. One thing I don't like about the RVs, I like this blend, but a lot of them, when they're wet, they're a lot brighter.
Darker.
Yeah, like darker or brighter. And then when they dry, they kind of look a little dingy.
See, I think they look better when they're dry. So whenever I use the RVs, the dark RVs like that, if I'm not liking it, I will just walk away.
Like they're very saturated when they're wet.
Mm-hmm. Look at you using the $20 words.
Saturated. I think it's raining outside now.
I think it is too. Or Putty could be smacking. Who knows?
Yeah. And then in the smaller areas, I'm just filling it in. I'm not worrying about leaving any space. And I mean, it's probably more shadowy anyway. So. So what color do you think I should do her hair?
Brown.
Like a dark brown or?
Medium brown. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
When you have a good stopping moment, can I have the BV Quad 0?
Quad?
Quad. And the C1 or C2.
Here you go.
Thank you.
I think this is going to be so cute.
It is. What I think is fun is that nobody out there knew that we were coloring the same thing at the same time. So you guys are actually going to get to see two different versions.
Yeah.
Of the girl.
So now with the freshly cleaned and refilled RV23, I'm going to fill in everything. And this will be my last color. That looks so much better now that it's clean. Oh my gosh.
It's amazing what a clean marker can do.
Blending so nicely. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize how bad it
Yeah, that's another thing, Izzy. You can tell your marker needs to be refilled or your nib needs to be changed if it's not blending very well.
Yeah.
That means it's too low. Too low to go.
I really like how some of the folds came out. I didn't think they were gonna do very well.
Sorry.
Mom is causing a ruckus. Okay. like those swoopies. Those look nice. Almost done. Okay, so now for the last bit of the dress, I'll go back with, let's see. Yeah, I'll go back with RV69 and just very lightly in the darkest spots of her dress, just add some little dots. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Let's see, so some on her torso, and these little folds here. Again, just like in the darkest spots. I think that's good. And then with RV09, in the same places I put the other dots, I'm gonna add a few more. I'm just kind of putting these wherever. I'm not making them perfect or anything, just wherever. Oop, forgot these ones. There we go. Esmeralda's is brown. Yes. Let's see. So now with one of the gel pens, in the same places I put the little dots, I'm going to put a few dots with the gel pen. And these are her sparkles. I know you've had some bougie dresses, Mama. Have you ever had like a sparkly one?
Yeah, there's one in the closet.
Oh, the red one?
It's more of a, well, it's actually like a burgundy.
Isn't that red?
Mm,
Very dark.
dark reddish brown, I guess.
I didn't realize that one was dark.
Just the top bit and the straps are rhinestones.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Her sparkles are mostly done. When I'm all done coloring her, I'm going to go back and add some like sparkles, not just little dots. So now, let's do her hair brown. So Mama said light brown. I'm going to use E37, E35, 33, and E53. So I'm going to start with E37.
Oh, you know what? I didn't put your hair colors in. What was it? E37?
35, 33, and E53.
I love that you're just kind of all over the map with your colors. You don't stick to color families at all.
Mm-mm.
I think that's really fun. I mean, you're in the E's, but you know what I mean. They're not
not just sticking to the 30s.
Yeah, you're not just sticking to, the traditional colors, which is a lot of fun.
Because I definitely like the warm tones, and I feel like E37 to 33 are warm, but then like E31 it gets cold, and it doesn't. I don't like it.
Mm.
It just for certain things, you know.
Yep.
So I'm kind of there's the part in her hair, and I'm just adding a line right there, but kind of going with the shape of how her hair's drawn. And then from that line, I'm just gonna make some flicks down. So I know I'd say this every time too. I guess for new people though.
Yeah.
The lines in her hair where it's drawn, I like to, like this one, I do a line right there, just kind of go over it. But then this little space right here, I like to add a couple more little lines. I don't try to make them bigger because I still kind of want the way that it's drawn to stand out, I guess.
Well, that's a good thing since I drew it.
Yeah. And I feel like it helps it make it look nice instead of just looking like a splotch of color. Gives it detail. And that's just how I like it. You don't gotta do that. But I think it looks nice. There we go. There's like this little swoop in her hair right here. So I am just gonna, like, from the middle part of her ear, just kind of start swooping up and forming a line. Probably did too many flicks, but that's. Oh, you already done coloring her? Oh, that looks so nice.
And I cut her off because now I can put her on a birthday card.
No!
Or a Valentine's Day card.
You don't have to keep the disco ball.
You don't have to keep the disco ball. And she'll sit nicely on, say...
You can put her on a flower.
You can put her on a flower. You can put her on the word birthday.
Yeah.
You can put her on the word love. You can put her on a picnic blanket, a stump, a chair, a swing.
Anything you can sit on.
Yep. You can put her on just about everything with the way her legs are drawn.
That would be so cute.
So while everybody thinks she's just for New Year's,
you can use her for anything.
You can use her for anything. So I'll go ahead and put her on a card sometime this week.
That's going to be so cute. I can't wait.
Actually, with the way you have yours dressed, we could slap some wings on the back of her and turn her into a little flower pixie.
Oh, that would be so cute.
Or a little flower sprite with the way her dress is drawn.
Yeah.
And the colors that you did.
Too bad there's not like enough space on the side because I would like try and draw little wings.
Why? You just draw the wings and then you put them on the back of her with a 3D foam, and then it gives her dimension and then it really makes the wings look like they're behind her.
Yeah, that would be so cute. Sorry.
It's okay, I'm yawning too. Just one of them days.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get Izzy yawning too. Much as I'm yawning, it seems like I'm filling up, though.
Oh, yawning.
You stop. It's just like going back and forth now. It's terrible.
So I'm still kind of just mapping out her hair with the darkest one. I'm just adding the swoopies. See, I'm going to get the back of her hair and kind of outline her face so I don't go into that. And there, I guess there'd be kind of a little bit of a shadow. So. I try to, not all the time, but I try to do it one way, get all the flicks that are going that way, and then flip her, and then get those ones. So now I'm going to get this side of her head. I'm just doing the same thing. There we go.
That's going to look pretty.
Okay, so I'm going to get this side of her head now.
I totally think you should put wings on her.
Yeah.
Like, finish up the, because I know you won't finish her tonight.
Yeah.
But I think you should, like, finish doing a video with the wings and making a card.
So now I'm just getting all the little points in her hair.
Or you know what? Her dress would look really pretty with the disco ball too.
What do you guys think I should do? Should I keep the disco ball or make her into a pixie? She got kind of pixie hair.
Mm-hmm. Definitely pixie hair. Especially with that ear sticking out.
Yeah.
That's a pixie ear. Well, not as pointy, but you could actually make it pointy since you're doing no line. Well, I think it's really fun how you can get creative with no line.
Yeah, you can add things, you can take things away. It's fun.
Careful, you're sticking your head in the camera, girl.
Sorry.
Well, as long as you don't have dandruff, we're good.
Mm-hmm. I think with hair, this is the part that takes the longest, especially with no line, is the mapping out where you're gonna put the darkest parts. Because after that, it just flies by.
Yeah. I feel that way. when I did no line for the retreat, I feel like that's what took me the longest, was just finding the lines, figuring out where they were, and then the fill-in part was really fast and quick.
Yeah.
Like that took no time at all. It was just
Where you wanted your stuff.
yeah, it was just the finding where everything was supposed to go.
With no line, it can be nice too. Like if you go out of the line really bad, like being on group hair, you can just add a little more hair.
Yep. Is that what you just did?
Yeah. So now that that's all done, I'm gonna go in with E35 and probably super quickly just make some random flicks and just bring all that out. Even though I am just doing random flicks, though, I am still trying to go with like the flow of her hair. I am definitely liking the brown with the pink. I think that looks nice. And it took us so long with our first color, and we're already done with the second one. So now for E33, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Okay, now for our last color, E53, just gonna randomly go over the white spots. basically just filling in her hair. I'm still making flicks though, not super hard. I mean, but just very lightly so it doesn't blend. Like it still you can see the flicks. And there we go. Her hair is all done. Her shoes, I'm just gonna make those black, just like little Mary Janes. So I'm gonna start with W9, and I'm gonna take both caps off, but I'm gonna start her little straps. I'm just gonna get one side of her straps, and then the back of her shoe, and then on the bottom, and there's that little line like where her sole is. So I'm gonna outline that a little bit. And then the same thing on the other shoe. Here we go. And then I'm going to use W7. You can just bring that out a little bit. And then I'm only using 3 colors because it's very small. Not very small, but W5 will be my last color. And then I'm just filling all of that in. Her little shoes are done. So she is all done. I still have to do her disco ball and her cups. But we have to stop for today because we still have to go make dinner. And I will do a pre-recorded doing the disco ball and her cups. I do actually, it has the lines. But I do have a coloring video that will be coming, coloring her. So it's not the same, but it'll be another coloring video just for funsies.
And comment below if you if anybody wants Meadow to
do her as a fairy.
Yeah,
I think I'm just gonna do her as a fairy. Also,
well, what you could do is you could do it both ways. Is you could color the disco ball
and then put wings on her,
and then cut the disco ball off and put wings on her. So you could do it both ways.
I'll do that. I'll just do both.
Or you could just color a whole new one.
Yeah, and then make another video.
There you go.
There we go. So I'll do another one. This one's gonna be a fairy though. She gives me fairy vibes.
She's definitely fairy vibes.
Okay, so yep, new release is all here, ready to be ordered. Lots of cute Christmassy stuff, New Year stuff, obviously. Yeah, and then right now we have the birthday stamp camp going on, so you can get all of your birthday cards, not all of them if you don't want, but you can get some birthday cards for the whole year done. How many cards again is it, Mama? It's
12.
12 cards.
So it's 6, but it's 6 designs,
and you get 2 cards,
2 each. So you're gonna make a total of 12 cards.
Yep. And there are different options for the stamp camp. If you just want the classes, you just want the classes with the stamps, or you want all of it.
And there'll be prizes.
Prizes and games and live classes with the Zoom. So.
And cake.
Cake. I like cake. I love food.
Gotta have birthday cake if you're gonna have a birthday type party, right? So cake. Gotta have the cake. So let's see here. So this was Happy New Year, Meadow. And here is the link if anybody wants the stamp set. And if you guys want to check out, not that, that's not what I was looking for. So here is the link to the stamp camp.
And besides the stamp camp, we also have the annual virtual retreat that is available if you like having, having fun with friends and making cards and stuff.
Meadow's just got me putting all the links up.
Best get to work, Mama.
And these are virtual.
Yes.
So if you don't travel or anything like that, then that's okay.
And even if you don't make it to the live classes, they're all pre-recorded, so you can go watch the coloring videos and the card making videos too.
Or sometimes they're combined too.
Yeah. But you'll be able to still make the projects even if you don't make it to the lives.
See, and I like doing the pre-recorded ones too, because then even after you make the card in class, sometimes I can't remember what in God's green earth I did. So then I can go back and make the card again because I have the video.
Yeah. Or a few years later and you need another one, you can just go back and watch it.
There you go.
So.
As long as YouTube doesn't die.
Yep. Which people need their cat videos. I don't think it will. So, but yeah, not pre-order. New release is available. She is available. Please remember to like and subscribe. And thank you for joining. We hope you have an amazing night.
Night, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, everyone.